Johnny, Johnny, please forgive me. This is all my fault.
Drusilla, who still had Johnny's dead body in her lap, was crying and asking for his forgiveness. Before the sun rises, she picks up Johnny's body and returns to the mansion. She placed Johnny's dead body on the sofa, where Casper climbed onto his chest, licking his wound and wailing in a sad voice. Seeing this condition of Johnny, Drusilla is getting very angry. She clenched her fist, and as soon as the night fell, she attacked their base. Drusilla attacked in such a way that one by one, everyone lost their lives. At last, she separated the arm of a robber from his body and asked him,
"Tell me where to find that hunter, the one who has the soul of my Johnny. Speak up."
The robber, whose hand was cut off, was just screaming in pain and was repeating the same thing in pain, that "I don't know anything, leave me." At last, when Drusilla did not get any answer, she cut the neck of the bandit and sucked all his blood and started destroying their camp with anger. Drusilla's anger had not yet calmed down. Suddenly a miraculous door opened that could answer all the questions. The pietist came out of it.
Drusilla, will Johnny come back if you do all this?
You sent me here for a purpose. But alas, I failed.
You came here to kill Mill's friend, and he's dead. So how is it failure?
I could not save Johnny. He himself, while saving me from the hunter, lost his life.
What is the fear of death to the elusive creatures? And there is still one last way left to free Johnny's soul.
Really? You are a true devotee of God. You know everything. Give me the address of that hunter and such a weapon.
In this war, along with force, you will also have to use deceit. Because the power you're going to fight with is an elusive hunter. Last night, on the hill of mountain.
On one side, while the pietist was preparing Drusilla, on the other hand, Odin the hunter tied a child, muttered mantras, and then rubbed ashes on her forehead. With each rubbing of the ash, the boy's eyes would turn redder, and he would scream in a manly voice.
Open my hands. Leave me. A genie like me can fulfill thousands of your wishes.
There is only one desire, to be immortal, in exchange for the souls of free elusive creatures, as promised by the demon.
Saying this, the hunter Odin placed a torch lying nearby on the child's chest, due to which the spirit of the genie came out of the child's body and got imprisoned in the bottle lying near him.
Vampires and genie have come under control. Now even if that female vampire gets into my hands, then Odin, the most powerful and fierce hunter, will rule this world.
Odin picked up the bottle, kept it safely in a cupboard in his cottage, few steps away. Before the Odin could think about his next move, he heard a loud cry of a girl from the woods. He picked up his dagger and ran towards the forest. When he reached there, he saw a girl whose feet were scratched due to running barefoot on the rocky ground of the forest. And this girl was none other than Drusilla. Odin said, while holding the hand of the girl,
Who are you? And who made you in this condition?
She will drink my blood. Save me.
Saying this, that girl fainted in Odin's arms. He could not understand anything. Yet he picked up the girl and took her to his hut and removed the pebbles and thorns from her feet and started applying ointment. After some time, when the girl regained consciousness, Odin asked, while giving her water,
You were mumbling before you fainted. Someone will drink your blood.
I had gone out to graze my sheep. Suddenly a female vampire attacked us. She was different from normal women and quite tall. Her nails are long and her eyes are blood red.
After all, the scent of his companion had drawn the vampire here. You wait here and don't open the door until I come back and knock 3 times.
As soon as the Odin went out, Drusilla started investigating the room, and finally she found 2 bottles in a cupboard, which did not take much time for Drusilla to find, and she broke both the bottles. The soul of injured Johnny came out from the first bottle, and a genie from the second bottle.
Johnny, are you okay?
If you don't want to die, then run away from here immediately. Otherwise, that hunter,
I have come to end that.
he will end with his own weapon, and that weapon is at the devilish temple of Shale Mountain, where he was going to sacrifice us on the night of New Moon.
Drusilla, he is right. The best thing is to run away. It is impossible to defeat that hunter.
With the blessings of the pietist and the path shown, our path is easy this time. Johnny, this is our fight and we have to defeat him, even if we have to resort to deception. That's okay too.
While conspiracies were being hatched on one side, on the other hand, Odin had climbed the tallest tree in the forest and was keeping a sharp eye. Odin had been waiting for a few hours, but he did not even move from his place. Suddenly something happened in the forest. The sound of a branch breaking attracted Odin's attention, and Odin immediately jumped down from the tree. Odin saw the same girl running towards the devilish temple in the forest. It was beyond his understanding that despite being injured, how was that girl able to run so fast? However, he followed that girl. She jumped into the pond after running wildly and started drowning in no time. Odin was confused as to why someone would jump into the pond while running from the same jungle, despite being injured. Without thinking, Odin dived into the pond and went to save her. The water remained calm for some time, and finally when bubbles came out of the water, Odin came out of the water with such a jerk, as if someone had kicked or punched him very hard. Odin was lying down moaning, holding his stomach, when Drusilla came out of the water in its true form. Odin was shocked to see all this happening, because Drusilla had the same divine dagger in her hand, which had turned Johnny's condition from bad to worse.
You will have to be praised, Vampirette. You got me trapped in your illusion. But alas, this was your end.
Do you have power only in words, or is there anything left in your arms too?
Hearing this, Odin became enraged, as if Drusilla had defied his manhood. He immediately rushed to attack Valerie, but Drusilla, standing ready, bent down at the last moment and stabbed him in the knee with a dagger, forcing him to fall. The hunter stood up limping and muttered an incantation and struck Drusilla with a fireball from his left hand. She made a triangle with both her hands and neutralized the fireball with her magic power. Seeing his ploy failing, Odin once again mumbled the mantra and disappeared. Drusilla looked in every direction, but there was no sign of Odin far and wide. She got a slight hurt from someone behind her, but before she could turn, she fell down on her face because of a kick.
What happened to you, Drusilla? Have you seen the strength of my arms, or is there something lacking in my performance?
Hearing this, Drusilla started laughing loudly, and in no time, she assumed the form of a tigress and ran straight towards the devilish temple with a dagger in her mouth. Seeing her running, Odin also ran after her, and before he could catch her on the threshold of the temple,
There is a mantra written on this paper. Repeat it 2 times as soon as you reach near your body. And wait for me, near the satanic temple, as soon as you get your body back.
What happened, Hunter Odin? Did something else come out, along with the sweat of fear?
How did you come back? I put you in the bottle. Impossible.
Are you sure, or should I give you more proof?
that night Hunter Odin felt fear for the first time, and pushing Johnny, he reached inside the temple and covered his bloodied neck with his hand towards the idol of the devil and started staggering. But before he could get close to the statue, Drusilla broke the statue from the middle and started moving towards it. Her form would change with every step she took. Sometimes she would become Drusilla, and sometimes she would become the same village girl. Hunter Odin had definitely heard the name of fear, but probably felt it today, and his tongue was just begging for his life.
I am ready to be your slave for life. Just leave me alive. You will not attack an unarmed person, will you?
But where was Drusilla going to wait today? Hunter Odin, who was staggering behind, silently in Johnny's arms from behind, clutching his neck. He kept thrashing about, but when death is near, even God does not show mercy. And this was still a pair of Johnny and Drusilla.
I will never hunt any elusive creature again. Let me go, sister. I fold my hands in front of you. Please forgive me.
Odin could not even complete his mercy petition, that Drusilla, thrusting a dagger through his chest, cut his body in 2 parts and threw it in opposite directions in the room, and finally freed him from the bondage of life by killing Hunter Odin. On one side, Hunter Odin came to an end, and on the other side, bright rays of the sun started coming inside from the skylight of the temple, due to which Johnny's body started burning slowly. Johnny said, holding Drusilla's hand, considering it as the last moment of his life.
Drusilla, we were meant to be together, only till this point. My only regret is that I could not say this earlier. I like you, and I love you, Drusilla.
Before Johnny breathed his last, Drusilla cut her finger and poured drops of her blood into Johnny's mouth, which instantly transformed him from vampire to human Johnny.
This is not the end of you, Johnny. My blood has magical powers to change form. Hyatist had said that it will be useful for you during the day, but at night you will come in your vampire form.
100 such transitions are acceptable with you.
What do you mean?
Means I love you very much.
Drusilla burst out laughing hearing this, and in no time, she turned into a girl. Johnny and Drusilla had love for each other in their eyes, and finally both of them kissed each other with love. And with this chapter of Johnny and Drusilla comes to an end. But was it really the end? because often the end of one story is also the beginning of another story. And what new challenges this beginning will bring with it, only time will tell.